Kevin Huerter is a better basketball player than Ben Simmons. Clint Capella is a better basketball player than Ben Simmons. Mike Scott might be equal to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is the greatest bust, maybe, in NBA history. We are absolutely starting and ending there. Oh my God, when you thought it couldn't get worse. That is going to be the not dunk of the century. This dude, he has Bodan Bogdanovic, I think it is. He has him in the post. And you can see it in real time. Spin right. There's no one in the rim. The dude spins right. You think it's going to be a flush. The Sixers will be winning one. This fucking pussy is away. The bad of the Batiste Bible. I'm at a loss for words. Oh my God. In the previous video that I did, I accredited Ben with one thing and one thing only. I said you were intelligent. I deserve the right to take that back. How do you not dunk the ball? How? There's no one contesting you underneath the rim. How are you not dunking this ball? And it's not that one possession. It's that one possession sums up Ben Simmons' career. This dude is such a pussy that he won't dunk a ball over a guy 5 inches shorter than him. 5 points in 35 minutes. 5 points, 13 rebounds, and I think 11 assists. What an epic Game 7. What a clutch performance. What a Hall of Fame resume. Stat pattern. No, it was embarrassing. It was the most embarrassed I've ever been as a Sixer fan. This should not be the 20-year anniversary of the 2001 Sixer team. That team had heart. You knew that team wasn't going to win? AI, Hill, McCulloch, Geiger. That team had no business winning. And yet they won Game 1 of the finals against Kobe and Shaq. I wish Ben had even a tenth of the heart of Iverson. The reporter asked the wrong question. The reporter asked, can Ben be a championship-level point guard? Wrong question. Can Ben Simmons be a championship-level player? Because the answer to that, as of this moment, is no. He can't. Because of the things that we mentioned. He lacks drive. He lacks passion. He lacks intensity. He lacks the 1-2. He lacks the desire to be great. Because the physical attributes are there. Who knows how long they'll be there, though? No, seriously. If this guy doesn't turn it around mentally, he's going to look back at the most disappointing career in the history of the NBA. You're 6'10", 225, you're lightning quick, but you never put any time in the gym. Can I get my handles better? Can I fucking get my shot? Can I hit a free throw? It to the point they didn't even hack him anymore. They didn't even care that he existed anymore. How do you live with that? How do you live mentally with yourself as a person when this is your profession and you basically clock out? You're in and out from the very moment that the ball jumps. We're not even getting your first quarters anymore. That's how bad this has gotten. And now, with its trade value, absolutely zip. Dwight Howard called it next to LeBron. Stephen A. Smith, he's a jump shot away from being LeBron James. Yes, because LeBron James only attempts 4 shots 0 in the fourth quarter. Don't ever insult LeBron James ever again. We all thought that it was insulting with the LeBron and Kawhi thing, but Kawhi was actually a top 5 player in this league. You know? It was a short reign for Kawhi. He really only jumped into this conversation in 2016, and it's 2021. So 5 years of excellent basketball by Kawhi. You had one semi-good year by Ben Simmons, his Rookie of the Year campaign, and that was it. That was literally it. After he won Rookie of the Year, all the other fans were looking for the improvement. So was I. What was Ben's year 2 going to be? Oh wait, he doesn't improve at all. Maybe year 3 he'll turn the corner, no. Year 4, no. And then you give him a bucket max extension. This is the next conversation. Why? For what reason could possibly have compelled you to give a guy a max? Now, the front office thinking had been to sign these early extensions. They extended Covington before, and they extended Joel Embiid early. Those 2 early extensions made sense. But Ben, why? And why a max? Why? Why max this player? It makes no sense. At the time, Derek Bonner, go check out his Twitter. At the time, he basically had a statement that, well, even if he doesn't pan out, it will be a good player under contract. That was presuming that he would be lateral with value, but he has regressed, and now all the way down. So now that theory, that safeguard, the safeguard that he would be a good basketball player, compatible with the idea of actually winning a game, that safeguard is gone. So now you get what you really got, which was a bad contract. 4 years remaining. 4 years of a max contract up to $35 million. If you thought getting rid of Al Horford was difficult, try this. You're the opposing GM. Take a step back. You're not a Sixer fan. You're an opposing GM. You look at this dude. He has not improved his game. He shows a lack of willingness and a lack of commitment to the game of basketball. He literally has no care for what the outside world says. None of the coaching staffs have either gotten to him or was willing to get to him. You're the opposing GM. Who the fuck is going to trade a marquee piece of any caliber for our hot mental train wreck? And by the way, who the fuck is enough of a pussy to say publicly, I have mental issues? What? Then yeah. You know that time off in the regular season? It obviously didn't do you any good. Just embarrassing. It is totally embarrassing to watch Ben Simmons play basketball. Thankfully, I will be spared of it for the rest of the year and when this trade is complete, because it has to. Joel Embiid can't do this anymore. The turnovers were piling up as Joel Embiid's on the perimeter. You want to know why Joel Embiid's on the perimeter? I bet if you ask Doc, and if he were candid, he's like, I want Ben to get downhill. I want Ben to get downhill. That was so much of a Brett Brown offense. Right to the end of the Seth Curry dribble handoff. Oh, mother of God. And although I was saying Seth Curry and Ray Allen, the thing is that Ray Allen was a positive defender. Seth Curry in this game reminded you he's all of 6'2". But then again, I don't blame Seth for that because he's not supposed to be the guy to save the franchise. That was our mental shrink. Speaking of another Max player, Tobias Harris. One of the reasons the Tyrese Maxey only shot 2 shots today was because the offense was run through Tobias Harris. And oh my God, brick after brick after brick after fucking brick. You're going to have to trade both Ben and Tobias. You really are going to have to. And it's a shame because Tobias Harris played pretty good defense in this game. Defensively, you were excellent. You only were able to get 96 points. Wow. A player. See, here's the thing about these max contracts that you have to understand. Because they're making upward of $30 million, the average starter salary is probably anywhere from $10 to $12 million. So when you factor that into consideration, Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris are basically making up 2 starter spots. And that is why handing out a max contract, and this was obviously on Elton Brand, you don't pay for potential. He did it twice with Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris, he said, can accelerate Ben Simmons' potential. You don't do that. And if you are going to do that, you don't max that. You fuck the franchise over in flexibility. We have no optionality. We have 2 terrible contracts. You know, maybe Tobias Harris could be a third option on a championship team. The floor is spread, you don't clog it up, and you get the lead number 2 to Joel Embiid. I don't know how in the world you're going to pull that off. This is unreal. This is unreal. The bigger long-term move, I hate to even consider it, but your only real best tradable asset is your MVP center. And no way in living hell, fuck you, Ben, for putting us here. Oh my God. I could go on Ben forever. This guy. Wow. I am so sorry to my fellow Sixer fans. I am sorry for talking big. I am sorry for believing that Ben Simmons could at least be Ben. I am sorry that I was somewhat a little bit convinced. Maybe his floor game does carry you. Maybe his floor game does help you win basketball games at a high level. Forget beating the Brooklyn Nets. This iteration of the Sixers couldn't even beat the Atlanta Hawks. What an embarrassment. So Joel does get 25% of the blame, 30% of the blame. Yes. But the idea of the 6'10 Wonder Kid is over. Get a lead guard here. No matter what it takes. You're probably going to have to overpay for it. You're probably going to have to trade 5 first-round picks. I don't even care. If you have to trade 5 first-round picks, you might end up having Maxey as a casualty. I don't care. Because the alternative is to trade Embiid. What a fucking disaster. And Ben, let it be absolutely clear. It is 200% all your fault. It is all your fault. For not putting any work in the gym, for not caring about yourself, your career, your teammates. All you care about is Call of Duty. Retire from the NBA and go to a video game career. Because that's all you give a shit for. Embarrassing. At least here's one good thing. We expect the Eagles to suck, but we expect DeVonta Smith to be an exciting rookie. So low expectations. To see what Jalen Hurts is able to do year 2 is going to be key. Questions can be answered there, but at least my blood will not be boiling like it is right now. I don't know what Daryl Morey's going to do, but I know you had to do it. I wouldn't mind if you traded Ben Simmons for picks in this draft. I don't mind if you go the rebuild direction. Just make sure you get absolutely great value out of all of it. I don't know what direction Daryl Morey's going to take, but everyone in Philadelphia should know the number one seed meant nothing. You couldn't even get it done in Game 7. This year was meaningless. Joel and Ben really couldn't play together, but it was more Ben couldn't play with anybody, and everyone's going to get blown the fuck up. This offseason, all the trades, it's going to be massive. Because the number one seed doesn't mean anything. You failed. You failed, flat out, period. We gave you the year, we gave you the floor game, we gave you every single excuse. Now our way is the right way. Get a wing next to Joel Embiid. Kobe had Shaq. Shaq had Wade. Penny. DeMar DeRozan is a free agent. Time to build a wing position. This is embarrassing. Sixer universe. Hot with anger and more passion than Ben has in his fucking pinky. Signing off.